Talking to Eileen Gunn, the new winner of the Sense of Gender Award. Eileen, how do you feel?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
You're much more static than I would have expected. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was an awesome ceremony. I'm trying to get better light on you here. Sorry.
Okay, so I'll turn a little. It was really cool because I wasn't tracking that the costumes related to other people's books. So the women in orange were from Japan Sinks. The bandages that they were wearing were from the
really
Ragged Girl.
Ah.
So I was like totally surprised when one of the characters from my story skipped out onto the stage and dropped stuff all over.
That was hilarious. Tell me about your time in Japan.
Mostly it's been spent eating fabulous food and practicing my very primitive Japanese.
Yeah.
I've been here for 2 weeks. I went to the mountains. I went to Kyoto. I went to Nara.
What was the biggest surprise so far?
That Kawasaki was just as hot as Kyoto. It's about 100 degrees and 200% humidity. It's all the practicalities of travel. It has nothing to do with literature. It just has to do with day-to-day living, which I suppose has to do with literature.
When did your book get translated? Was it soon after it came out?
No,
in America?
Last year. So it's been out in the U.S. for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And I met my Japanese editor, Kiko Uchida, and she said that she had read about it in Locust and tracked it down on Amazon. So much for international agenting. She generated that.
Agenting, but awesome that she could actually, hear about something like this.
Yeah, I think she showed, persistence and imagination in finding books that when she saw the ad, it was pretty much, it had just come out.
Yeah.
The ad launched at the same time.
Has the book sold to any other countries so far?
No, we've made a couple of attempts to sell it in Spain, Portugal, Germany, Russia, and the reaction is always the same, which is basically write a novel.
Short stories.
Yeah.
Who buys those?
Who buys short stories?
Are you working on anything else?
I should be working on a novel, but in fact I'm working on 6 or 7 stories, some with Michael Swanwick, because Michael keeps, every time we disagree on how a story should go, he splits it into 2 stories. So now we're working on 6 stories.
Wow.
So, it's a peacekeeping measure.
So could you publish it as a wiki?
We're using a wiki to do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some of my friends are writing on Google Docs. As ways to organize, as well as using Scrivener, which seems to be the... Have you heard of that?
I haven't heard of Scrivener.
It's a novel writing thing that is apparently fantastic.
Oh.
Maybe if you want to write a novel.
Yeah, that's how I'll do the novel.
Yeah.
I was trying to use Wikipedia to do the novel, but it actually Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia. PBWiki.
Yes.
But it wasn't reliable enough to do that. Sometimes you go back and the version would be missing that you just hoped was there.
We use PMWiki at the moment quietly. We don't have a public wiki, but
have you ever missed pages, gone back and...
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'll check into that. PBWiki is very good. I was really pleased with it. It's easy to use and you get the point really fast. But there were a couple of glitches, and I don't know whether I caused them. That it may be an effect that when I go back, I will not make that mistake again.
Cool. It was awesome to see also the Tiptree winners get recognition here in Japan.
Yeah. And good recognition. I like the Sonne Lumiere effect.
Yes.
John mentioned to me that you could sync the Japanese critique of the book with what the silent authors were saying on the screen.
I was taping Shelley Jackson on screen.
ムタニス・ムタンディスとミュータント有権者連合の会長であり、事務局長であり、財務担当であり。
So any last recommendations from Japan?
Whoa. Get there before the sushi bars. Actually, my recommendation is if you come to Japan, go to the mountains, because that's the deep Japan.
Thank you.
Also, it's cooler there.
It's what?
Cooler there.
Anything for cooler weather.